What is going on, everybody? Your boy, the gaming messiah, the biblical beast, the undiscovered talent, the archangel is here with my thoughts and early impressions, as you will, on Spellbreak, a game you might not have heard of. It's been in an alpha state on PC for a while and recently came out in game preview for the Xbox One. Game preview just being a cute way of saying early access. So what is Spellbreak? That's what those who never heard of the game will ask. What is this random game that just popped up out of nowhere on Twitch? People are playing. Spellbreak is yet another battle royale to add to the oversaturated market and ever-growing battle royale market. It does try to be different though, so it's not your typical Apex or Fortnite or whatever that shit is in Battlefield 5 or Fallout 76 that no one touches. It's a battle royale, but it's different. Spellbreak isn't an FPS. It isn't a shooter at all. It's a battle royale with magic-based combat, hence the name Spellbreak. Weapons are spells ranging from lightning, fire, wind, storm, and ice. You get a starting spell for your right hand casting that you can choose between those initial spells that I mentioned. Then you pick up a second spell for your left hand casting, as you would a gun in any other battle royale or any other shooters begin with. And just like any other battle royale, opening chests will get you upgrades for your armor, your gun, your spells. As there is these other spells that you read, these tomes, if you will, to improve your abilities, as well as special abilities that can assist you, like a wolf ability that allows you to see through walls, a flying ability that throws you into the air, and my favorite, an ability that you can use when already levitating, giving you a speed boost, to get around the maps or escape the storm if it's that's a problem. Levitating is another thing to mention in and of itself. Your mage can float around, levitate, to reach different heights and items, but also something that you use very useful in combat to get, an advantage over players, or to escape combat if, you're losing a battle and you want to fall back. The levitating mechanic and core combat of Spellbreak makes for really good and unique fights you wouldn't get in any other battle royale, making Spellbreak itself a unique experience in a market where majority of the games are super similar. The levitating and the spell casting itself, those are the two things that you as a player will focus on. Most games you don't have that ability to just at will fly around. That's basically what you're doing. Fortnite, I don't know exactly how the gliders work, because I never play Fortnite. Apex, you have to use jump towers. You have to be playing like a Pathfinder or an Octane. You don't really have that option in games like Warzone and so on. So every character having the same ability to just, escape combat or get into combat using levitation makes for unique experiences and unique combat. As well, in general, you're going to get that when it comes to how the overall combat works for Spellbreak using, map. The game is also very easy to pick up. The learning curve is very small. How small? My very first game of Spellbreak was a win. No joke, no lie. My very first time playing the game with zero experience, never played a second of the game. My only actual experience being seeing a buddy stream the game a few months ago, as he is an alpha tester for it on PC. That's my experience, seeing someone else play the game months ago. So not only did I win my very first game, I was MVP of my team that first game. I got third place my second game, and then won again my third game, which is the gameplay that you will see at the start of this video. And onward, I believe I played maybe 5 games total on stream, which if you want to see me stream games live on Twitch, link to my Twitch will be in the description box below. Every game ended with me being at least top 5. I've never finished below top 5. Again, I played 5 games, and of those I won 2, including my very first game and my third game. The other games were all top 5s. Could that be because of my own skills as a gamer that plays a butt ton of multiplayer games? Maybe. But there is something to say about how simple and easy it is to grasp this game. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of skill into it. And that's not a knock on the game. It doesn't feel like it's complicated to learn. Sometimes a game being easy to pick up and play makes for great casual gaming, which makes for everyone being able to get into it and enjoy themselves, which is a good thing for a game like Spellbreak, which is also a good thing for battle royales in general. Battle royales idealistically are supposed to be a good pick up and play casual game, not a try hard competitive game like say Siege. However, though it sounds like I have nothing but praise for Spellbreak, it isn't perfect, and its issues can be mostly connected to the fact that it is an early access game that's still deeply in development, so a lot of the things I want to mention now will probably be different by the time this game reaches its actual official release, official launch. I will say most of the flaws in this game aren't under the hood issues. They're not mechanical. They're not, bugs and glitches. This game runs fine for me. I've had no lag issues, no server issues, no frame issues, nothing on the technical side. It has run smoothly the entire time I've played this game. The flaws the game has are more, it's not so pleasing UI, the lack of ambient sounds. Why is ambient sounds a big deal? Well, that gives games atmosphere. It gives games depth. To me, atmosphere is a very important thing in video games, and it's the most underlooked thing in gaming, period. Your game needs to have atmosphere. It gives your game personality without having actual personality. Most games have some form of natural background noise, wind, rain, the sound of flowing water. If you're playing a single player game, your NPCs is the world itself. Think Dark Souls, birds, animals, things like that. It's something we don't think about unless it's not there. You don't notice how big of a deal it is until it's not there. It's not there for Spellbreak, so you notice it. As a gamer, you're thinking to yourself, this game's very quiet. It is very quiet. Even think of something like Apex. When you're playing Apex on, say, King's Canyon, you have those those monsters that are just there. You don't interact with them. They're just these big behemoths that make sound, as well as there's other ambient sound throughout Apex. It's not just Apex. All games have some form of background noise. This game, Spellbreak, is very quiet. Unless there's a fight going on, the world of Spellbreak is silent. So if I was on the development team, I'd want to add some ambient sounds, background noise to give the world some atmosphere, some personality. The next flaw of the game is, like Hyperscape, the characters you play aren't interesting or cool in any way. They're just there. I mentioned this during my live stream of the game Wednesday, that part of the biggest draw to Apex is its legends, not the gameplay itself, not the game itself. The legends, their dialogue, their character models, their lore. People are drawn to the character design. Think Wraith, think Pathfinder, think Octane. People are drawn to them. You know their names, you know their abilities. People are drawn to the legends, not the game itself. And it goes beyond that. So you don't just have to have these amazingly designed, steeped in lore characters. Fortnite doesn't have similar characters to Apex, and Fortnite, does just fine. But why? Well, Fortnite has cool skins to give characters. They do have, those skins give those characters personalities. Skins they get the player base wanting to unlock them and play more Fortnite. Fortnite even has special events to get special skins. Like right now, they're doing something with Marvel. So players can get Marvel skins. You can run around playing as Iron Man or Storm or Groot. Things like that make people want to play your game, having either A, really good characters, or B, have really good skins. Spellbreak either needs to get cool skins or make the characters mean something. Fully voiced with unlockable quips, skins. Make them very unique. Not just, hey, this is your avatar, this is your character. Play the game. From a control standpoint, having left stick be my ping button takes some getting used to. But the biggest control problem is the lack of sprint. I know upgrading your boots increases your movement speed overall, but dedicated sprint would just make the game feel quicker overall and better and more smooth when it comes to just player movement. The last thing I'd say would be an improvement is modes. This is early access, so there's plenty of time we have between now and the full release, and there's things we haven't seen when it comes to Spellbreak. But at launch, don't make the same mistake Hyperscape made by having only 2 modes at launch. Spellbreak needs to have solos, duos, and trios at launch, not here's just trios and solos. No, you need to have all 3 at launch, including a ranked trios mode as well. Outside of that, Spellbreak is a fun game with a lot of potential. I'm not generally a fan of cartoonish visuals, which is part of why I've never played Fortnite, but I do thoroughly enjoy Spellbreak, mostly because of its combat. Combat is the weight of my heart, as well as good design and good NPCs. But this isn't a single player game, so you're okay when it comes to having to deal with NPCs. Atmosphere is another thing that's key to my heart. But when it comes to multiplayer games, the most important thing in multiplayer is its combat. And Spellbreak hits it out of the park in the combat department. It's so fun to get into fights in Spellbreak, and it's so fun to just watch the combination of your spells. Because yes, it does have that. It's not just you do these spells and that's it. You can also combo your spells with each other, and they form their own unique spells. Like if you're playing wind with pyromancy, you can make a fire tornado. I hope this game succeeds, because though the market is overcrowded, there aren't games like Spellbreak. Me personally, I'm bored of Apex, I'm bored of Warzone, I'm bored of Battle Royales, and I'm bored of shooters in general right now. So a magic casting based Battle Royale is a fresh game that maybe I need. Maybe you need as well. Maybe we all needed something like this in our life, a magic-based battle royale, magic-based multiplayer game. Period. We need more games like Spellbreak. Think of playing like a magic-based Siege or magic-based Halo or magic-based Call of Duty. Maybe Spellbreak could be that game that knocks this door open to magic-based combat across the board for video games. Though I will say Spellbreak isn't a game that I spend 4 or 5 hours playing, in one setting, one session. For me personally, when it comes to me live streaming, I stream for 5 hours, so I wouldn't play a full stream of Spellbreak. But that's not a knock on Spellbreak. It's just because it's a casual game. It's something that I play for maybe an hour or two before playing a competitive game or after playing a competitive game to relax, which is a good thing. It's good to be a game that's multiplayer that people can go to just relax and chill. If you haven't played Spellbreak, give it a try. But with all that said, that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments below. Follow me on Twitch. Link to that will be in the description box below. Again, I stream every weekday from 3 p.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe. Good night. Goodbye.